I am back in my car for this one, and I'm sorry, but yeah, we've had a lot to do at my work to where I couldn't change the environment and keep it in the same place. I was trying to keep it in the same place for this fasting experience, but day three. Oh yeah, okay. And today is a lot better. I mean, I have completely at this point gotten a hold of my emotions as far as dealing with customers on the phone, in person, even angry customers, letting my coworkers vent to me. I'm not like cutting them off or like, hey, I can't listen to you right now. I'm hearing my stomach over your voice. I'm not there. I'm not doing that. So yeah, day 3, I started the day a little out of it, and I didn't really like that because a part of me was like, oh, I have to go a whole nother day with this. And then I was like, you know what? I got this, 4 more days after this, and that's it. I appreciate all the support and the views, and I just really appreciate, not only just on YouTube, but in my personal life, there's so many people that have been just awesome during this experience for me, including my boss, who stayed away from me for the first couple days because he's just like, I don't want you to bite my head off. And I'm like, I promise I'm not trying to bite your head off. I'm really trying not to bite your head off. And I didn't, I really didn't. I appreciate everyone around me, and, it really has helped me to just not let my emotions control me, but rather, I'm controlling my emotions because I'm in charge. I feel like, we get hangry. So then we say, I'm just hangry, and that's our excuse to being rude or, just being a complete ass to people, and, or our heads hurt, or our stomachs are just turning because we're so hungry, almost nauseous, so hungry, just that kind of stuff. Easily for me, the first day was like, okay, God help me out, oh man, seriously, because it's not a joke when you're in person, when you're working with people, it's not a joke. And this was definitely going to be, I knew, a challenge, but I will share something as far as overall. I feel like yesterday, I had to change my environments. I went and, I volunteer every Wednesday, and I volunteer with, girls that are kind of confused because they get pregnant, and they don't know what to do, and they're usually a poverty-stricken person, or, not really necessarily poverty-stricken, but they don't have the help that they need. And so I work at this place called Loving Choices, where it just kind of guides people a certain direction on their journey, and we support the whole time. We just support, and we let you vent and all this stuff. So I had to counsel someone, and so food wise, my stomach was still like, whoa, and I was like, okay, God, let me listen, because I'm counseling, and I was like, let me listen, let me get out of my own head. It's not about me, it's about this girl and what I could do to speak to her. And it come to find out, I told her I was doing yoga, because at the beginning of the year, I'm like, I'm doing yoga, I'm doing this, I'm going to stick with a routine. So I've been doing yoga every day. I started this fasting, now this is the 3rd day. I'm trying to drink this protein shake every day, which is hard because it has kale in it, and I cannot stand that. But it's definitely good, because I've covered it up with a lot of other stuff like strawberries and sunflower butter. It's not peanut butter, it's sunflower butter. It's really good with that, and then cacao powder, just different things that mask that kale taste. So anyway, and plus I'm hungry by the time I drink the shake during this fasting, so it doesn't really matter to me. Anyway, but I was able to just discuss with her yoga, and she was like, wow, yeah, there's this girl, Yoga by Adriene, on YouTube. She's got almost 5 million subscribers, and it's amazing. And I told her that's who I watch to kind of coach me along this, and she's like, that's who I watch. And so we were able to kind of connect there, and she's going to get back into yoga, but for pregnancy, yoga for pregnancy. So anyway, regardless, I was very calm, very patient, actually was able to, it made me more, I feel like fasting has made me more real. It's made me more aware of the way I feel, and so I have to pray about it. I can't just go stuff my face with something to stop the feeling I'm having. I have to face it, and I have to discipline myself. So it's really helping me with discipline. So shaking there, sorry. So discipline wise, yeah, I mean, it's making me more real, because I'm forced to share with people like, hey, you know, just so you know, I'm fasting right now. I don't tell everyone that, but people where I'm like, you know, I'm feeling prime time hurting right now, with hurting for some food. So, hey, person, just so you know. And then it kind of brings in conversations. Like, I've told a couple people that I'm close to that, they're like, oh, I fasted before, and they give me their information, their feedback. And so being in communication with people during the week of fasting, or 21 days of fasting, I mean, 21 days, you got to come across people, but sometimes people will take that week of fasting and they don't really come in a lot of contact with certain people or anyone. And to me, it's definitely more it's more helpful for your discipline to communicate with people, because we are here with people. And you know, it really helps me to also understand, you know, people that are constantly in pain or constantly nauseous. Some people are constantly nauseous, constantly in pain, constantly irritated. Blood sugar's always up and down, and it kind of helps me to see their perspective. Sorry for the blinker and all. Very real on this channel. I'm going to the store for my boss. That's why I'm doing this right now. But yeah, no, it's just, it completely kind of brings me into their world, as far as like, I am suffering, I want food, like I'm not giving my flesh what it wants. You know, I'm forcing myself, because I'm in control. I got this, right? And that's the kind of discovery I found yesterday and today, this morning. I was kind of out of it, but I had to just again discipline myself and be like, no, you know, this is gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. It's not the end of the world, and I'm gonna be getting something from this. You know, patience for sure is a big prime thing I am getting from this. Oh my goodness, like patience, because, you know, you can't fast if you don't have patience. So yeah, I've had issues with my patience in the past, issues with discipline, issues with doing what everyone else does, or just, so many things, and so it's definitely been helpful for me. And my breakthroughs, I've had a few of them, really reflecting on my past, a lot of self-discovery, but more so when I open up my Bible app and I'm able to, during the hunger, like in the prime, like usually my hunger is at noon. It's like ridiculous, like, oh, I wake up at 6 every morning, so that's 6 hours of no food, and then I have 3 more hours to go at noon. So I'm like, okay, in those moments, I literally will just, bow my head, and I'm just like, Father, help me to see what you want to show me during this process. What is it that you want me to know? And in this, again, opinions, right? We all got one, but I've been on the total opposite side before, where I don't believe that things that I don't understand exist, but we don't understand everything, and there's too much history and facts to back it up. So I bow my head and I pray and I ask him to show me what it is, and then I always hear or I see a verse, and it's so strange to say it, but I get this verse, and I don't know Thessalonians, Leviticus, Ephesians. I don't know all of these names like by heart to where I can just pop it in my head. There's no way. I've read the Bible, but it's not like I just know every single, there's so many names, and so many people and so many things to remember. And the numbers, there is no way I could remember the numbers, colon other number. There's no way. So I'll get like, this morning, I got Thessalonians, and it was 3:12, and it was so beautiful, because in that moment I was praying for a friend, and it talks about the people, because we have friends and people around us that are always busy, and but the thing is you can work hard or you can work smart, and that's not a joke. And I feel like, people that, are always so busy, they don't take time for themselves, they don't take time to do something like this or pray. they're just called busy bodies. And that verse, you can look it up in the Message version. You know, it says those people that are busy are just busy bodies. They need to, you know, you need to relax. You need to, pretty much the gist of it, I'm totally paraphrasing, was just you need to relax. You need to take in what it is that's around you that is a gift. Like pretty much saying, you know, stop being so busy and trying to do everything yourself and just receive what you're supposed to receive, because we're here to receive from him, you know. And that's what's so beautiful more about, like, it's so beautiful that, you know, we always want to put everything on our shoulders, going really far back to the donkey or the sheep video I did. You know, it's like, we are not donkeys. We're not meant to be here and just carry everything. We can't carry everything. I mean, you'll see people in physical states like this and just always miserable, and people have heart attacks, strokes, and different things. I mean, obviously I know that we can have these issues from health problems and eating wrong and genetics, but I for sure know that just as real as the flesh is, just as, you know, that the soul is just as real as spirit is just as real as that. So to ask God to help and to shoulder these things that we want to just put on ourselves, because not only do we hear in society how good, you know, you're a strong person, you're independent, you got this. No, you know, well, I agree. Like, that's how I was. I mean, and it's hard for me to break from it. Every day I have to fight my urges to take the total control and feel that stress of finances, especially finances, or, you know, driving in traffic where they cut you off, especially on a nasty rainy day. It's like you praying before everything, acknowledging that God is in everything. You know, that's when life can come alive and you realize, wow, I have help. I've had help this whole time. And I want to tell you something else too. I have not drank one bit of caffeine. Now, you may not know this, but Lindsay drinks caffeine every single morning. I went from drinking at my past job that was way too hectic and stressful to not drink this much coffee. I mean, little did I know I didn't have to do this, but in my mind, it was like, I felt like I was being told, like, you won't get this done unless you drink this much, or, you know, like, you're more efficient when you drink this much coffee or espresso. So I would drink at least 4 espresso shots by noon for years, for at least 6-7 years. And then I finally had switched to just coffee when I got to this awesome job I have now, because I didn't have as much running around at all to do. I just have a desk job, so that helped. But then I was still, like, my stomach was still messed up, and I could feel my nerves were still kind of being affected by it. So I was like, okay. And so I just switched around Thanksgiving to just tea, hot tea. And my husband calls me an old lady, and that's fine. But I'm sorry, but, like, my stomach just, it was really affecting it. And then as far as, like, my future goes, like having children, you know, living day to day, I don't want to rely on things like coffee that's that strong to just get me through a day. That's not going to help my health in the end, because of course I'm one of those people. I dose it with so much creamer and sugar, or, you know, mainly honey, but a lot of creamer, and, you know, it's just overall is not healthy. So for how much I was drinking, so switching to tea helped. But then again, I was still relying on that up until this fast. I've stopped caffeine completely. So, because I knew caffeine stunts your hunger, it stops me from being hungry, and I'm like, okay, that's cheating on this fast. So I am forcing myself now to have no caffeine. And I mean, I really feel like overall this 3rd day now, no food, totally should be hangry, and like this, I'm just awake, happy, and there's no reason for that except God. There's no reason this girl should not be biting someone's head off, or not even, especially doing this video. No patience for this video. So it's just like, there's things that you can believe or not believe, but I know the truth, and obviously I'm an honest person as far as I know I am, and the people that are close to me know I am. And I guess you just take my word for it if you're new to this video, new to my channel, or new to me. But I just, all I can say is, for everything that I've said, it's completely factual. This moment, the way my energy is and how upbeat, and I can see how I'm not tense about not eating yet. I have a little hunger in my stomach, but I'm not acknowledging it. I'm just like, you know what? I got these tasks to do. it's going to be okay. You know, it's okay. And God's got me. God's got me. And he really does. He really, really does, because there's no reason why I shouldn't be, like I said, biting someone's head off right now. But yeah, so, and now with this third day in the fast, I really don't know if I want to go back to caffeine, because again, it's like you're just kind of, you're relying on something that can be filled by God. And you know, hey, we're human. I'm not saying this is easy at all, but not at all, but you know, when I've took a whole year last year of just getting to this level where I feel like I all I have is prayer, you know, all I had was prayer last year. I had a lot of things taken from me as far as like relying. So this is the ultimate thing I felt like I was relying on, is food, right? Food and caffeine. So I do feel like growth wise, I've become more mature, and I'm overall, my goal was, you know, not to rely on these things anymore, and to become more mature and disciplined through this. And I really do feel like that's happening. So again, like, all these videos are just a vlog for me to express to you guys, you know, that if you are looking for a breakthrough, you're looking for a change in your life, you're looking for yourself to change, you know, I mean, yeah, it's not easy, and some people give up, and that's totally fine. I would have given up if this was me a year ago, you know. It's just getting me to this point was not easy. And I mean, but it was, of course, a lot easier with God, of course. But, you know, overall, this video is just these, especially the, you know, this 7-day fast, and what I'm recording is just to encourage and to, you know, and for everyone to just acknowledge that this is something that has been, somebody just threw their cart right next to my car. No, but, is to acknowledge and to understand that, I mean, every religion, I don't care what religion, every religion has fasting in it. So that's not something that, you know, if you don't understand it, research it, you know, don't argue it. Don't say, well, I know this is how I'm going to react to it, because I knew I was going to get headaches. I knew I was going to be angry all day, every day. I knew all this stuff, but I was like, I'm going to do it. And guess what? I'm not those things. It's just anticipation, and anticipation can be a bad thing, you know. And these negative thoughts we get in our heads, you know, we never have to capture these thoughts. We can totally ignore them and say, nope, I don't want that. I'm going to do this anyway, despite that little scary thought I just had, you know. And that's what's getting me, you know, to the place I'm at. I feel like overall, like, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. That's why I'm doing this fast. I want to be more and more in tune with who I am, and not so led by my emotions. So, you know, if that's you, maybe this can encourage and inspire, and that's all I'm looking for. So yeah, you know, any questions, comments, please leave them below. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for following me. This is day 3. We'll see you tomorrow on day 4. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye. You want to know how not perfect I am? It's day 4. It's day 4, and you guys know this, and that's what the title of this video says. But guess what? My hunger, I'm not perfect. It's still gonna get the better of me. So in my mind, I'm like, it's Wednesday. It's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. I'm sorry. So day 4, I'll see you tomorrow on day 5. I'm not gonna go re-record anything, because I felt like, you know what, every one of these videos is authentic and it's unique, and I'm not writing anything out. I'm doing all improv, including this right now. As I was getting out to go into the store, I'm like, so yeah. Just wanted to get on here. I'm gonna edit all this back together, so this just goes immediately after the video I just left. But have a great day. Like and subscribe. And I apologize for that misinformation. It was day 4. Seriously, that if anything, that just shows you how I'm not lying. This is a total fast I'm going through right now, and I'm completely not perfect, and I'm out of it. So day 5. See you on day 5 tomorrow. And I'm sorry for the confusion, because I'm sure during the whole video you're like, pretty sure this is day 4. Yep. So yeah, day 4. See you tomorrow on day 5. Thanks, guys.